Hello, and I hope you're having a great day. My name is Jim Wright. I own and operate Wright's Carolina Karate Center in Jacksonville, North Carolina. My traditional form that we practice and that we promote out of our system is Fudoshin Kempo. We're going to be working on an instructional videotape today for the 5 basic Fudoshin Kempo Katas. And those are going to help you, this instructional videotape, something you can refer to in addition to your classes to help you perform and perfect your forms, your katas. The first kata that we're going to be performing today and working on is called Gidan. I'm going to go over everything. I'm going to do it as I'm instructing, as I would in a regular class. First technique that we're going to do is we're going to start right off at attention stance. We're going to put our feet together, hands right to our side, just like so, and I'm looking straight ahead. We're going to do a formal bow, so I'm going to tuck here at the waist. I bow here. I'll come back up. I'll show my hand, back my hand here. I'm going to cover my fist into it, showing that peace. Okay, but I can protect myself if necessary. And I'm going to do a formal bow here and back up. So from attention stance, hand comes up. Here. We move into a ready stance where I'm going to cross my hands in front of my chest, just like so. Spreading my feet about shoulder width apart, inside of my feet. Going to be same distance to the outside of my shoulders. Hands come down, just like so. I would announce my kata, what I'm about to perform. Gidan! And then begin the kata. From here, I'm going to do a double elbow strike going into a wide or a horse stance, and I'm going to punch down. It looks like this. I step in, double elbow strike, double punch down. All right, do a little faster. From here, I'm going to do pivot my hips, using energy, using both hands. This hand draws back into the chamber. Going to do a down block here, inside block here, pivot, hand opens up. I'm going to, palm is going to be facing away. I'm going to do a punch, fist is going to be about as high as the shoulder. I'm just going to pivot to the other side here. In sequence, from the ready stance, I come out in the wide stance, punch down block, inside block, punch here. From here we come up to what we call rising sun. Feet come together. I make a triangle here with my hands. I look up, look through the triangle, breathing out, relax. Every time we change direction in the kata, I want 3 things I want you to remember. I want you to look in the direction. I want you to plant your foot and then pivot into your technique. So from here, I look to the side. I'm going to plant my foot. We're going into a forward stance. And then I go do my move, pivot, and strike into my technique. So from the rising sun, here. Going to do reverse punch, a bent wrist block, hand about as high as the shoulder, front snap kick. I set down, knife hand strike here. So we'll go all the way through that sequence. From ready stance, ki here, rising sun, look, plant, pivot, punch, bent wrist block, front snap kick. We're going to do power knife hands, both hands coming, boom, striking like so, wrist about as high as the shoulder. I'm changing direction, so I got to look. I'm going to bring, instead of plant my foot, my feet come together. I set down, boom, coming here, knife hand the other direction. Step forward, going to do the same sequence. Down block, punch, bent wrist block, front snap kick, power knife hands, boom, striking here. So we'll go from the rising sun all the way through those 2 parts. So come here, rising sun, look. I'm going to draw back from this point, fist come to my side. I look to the front, hands come power knife hands, horse stance or wide stance here. Then from here, I'm going to do a jump, 360 turn, land, I'm going to add a ki to it. So from here, jump, land back in my horse stance, boom. Here I'm going to draw back, cat stance, all my weight's on my back leg, okay, end of cat stance, I'm going to come out with my claws just like so. So just landed, draw back, here. All right, go through that whole sequence, nice and super slow from the beginning. Cat stance. From here, we're going to pivot to the rear. Remember I said you want to look, plant, pivot every time you change direction. I'm gonna come here, gonna kind of gauge where I'm looking at here. Enemy's coming this way. I'm gonna do a full spin around here into the horse stance. So when I hit, everything lands perfect here in my horse stance or wide stance. Boom. I'm gonna do double punch, and then I'm gonna come back here, double punch. I'm gonna do a shin block, like somebody's coming up. I'm gonna bring my shin to my leg, block here, set down, horse stance again, double punch. So from the cat stance here, I look, pivot, punch, punch, back, punch, punch, block, set down, punch, punch. Hand that just threw the punch, put the palm towards the ear. Okay, I'm gonna end up doing a spin, land in a forward stance here. So I'm looking this direction, enemy's coming here. I spin all the way around, throw the punch, and there's gonna be a ki at that point. So all the way from the cat stance again, I'll add on to that technique. Just did the jump, cat stance. From here, I'm gonna just pivot to the rear. I look to the back, boom, my body's just gonna pivot into a good forward stance, come down with a down block. Okay, I'm gonna talk a lot through this. I'm not gonna discuss a lot of individual technique. I'm just gonna go through the kata. Here, look, down block, double punch, step forward, another forward stance, inside block, double punch, step forward, rising block, double punch, back leg comes the lead leg, looking back to the front where I started the kata, power knife hands again, coming here, boom. I'm gonna bring my feet together, make a little window here, so almost I can put like a board or something on my wrist. Boom, looking straight ahead. Now I'm gonna do two techniques. I'm gonna look to the side here, go off into my horse stance, doing double hammer fist to the groin, and then I'm gonna look the other way, double knife hand strike to the throat, then bring my feet together, rising sun, bring my hands together, bow, formal bow. So I'm going to take it back from where we did the cat stance, going to go through the whole kata, or the rest of the kata. So from the cat stance, I'm looking, punch, 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 block, punch, punch, big pivot, look, down block, two punches, inside block, two punches, rising block, two punches, power knife hands back, kind of setting up here, rising sun, take your breath, breathing out, and bow. I'll go through the whole kata without stopping this time, nice and easy, nice and slow, and put it together for you. So from the top, Gidan. Now that was a slow and steady pace, and I'm hoping you're getting some techniques. I don't want to break down every single move. Now for the purposes of this kata, I want you to come to class to learn each stance, each move, each technique, but this is a good training tool to help you out at home. That kata was Gidan. The next kata that we're going to work on is Shodan. Shodan from the Fedosian Kempo style. Right, I'm not going to go into detail of each technique again, each individual move, because I just want you to get through the motions and I want you to come back to class and we'll fine-tune everything. It's tough to perfect everything just watching from a videotape, but this will help you out in your training. First move, still going through the formal bow, just like we did in the last kata. Ready stance, Shodan, announce your kata. Going to step back, block to the chest, hand in the chamber. Next move, inside block, 3 punches, low, middle, high, keep them about 12 inches apart. I'm going to look over the shoulder, pivot, do a down block, punch, bent wrist block, just like in Gidan. Front snap kick, power knife hands here. I'm going to draw back into cat stance, boom, with a block. I'm going to pivot my hips, punch to the solar plexus, and I set down, punch into the solar plexus again. I'm going to draw back, feet together, hands still going to come up. I'm going to take leg here, side kick, plant down behind. I don't want to set down right on the same line because when I pivot, I won't be able to get into a good forward stance. Side kick, plant the foot, pivot. I'm going to do a rising block, knife hand to the throat. Okay, then I'm going to change direction, power knife hands, feet together, come in this direction. Let me go through that one more time real quick. Forward stance to block, again, 3 punches, ki, third punch, down block, punch, bent wrist block, front snap kick, knife hands, draw back block in a cast stance, punch, punch, horse stance, draw back, side kick, forward stance, knife hand with the rising block, change directions. Same sequence. We just did that side, we do here, then I follow all the way around, line up, did the side kick on that side, we're doing it on this side. Side kick, come up, set your stance. Ki here, punching somebody you just knocked down. I'm still looking at him, drawing my feet together. I look up, then I do the same sequence on the other side. Then we'll start right from here. Forward stance again, inside block, punch, 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 ki, turn down block, punch, bent wrist block, kick, horse stance, knife hands, draw back, punch, punch, draw here, side kick, again, good stance, rising block, knife hand, change direction, inside block again, cast stance, punch, punch, spin, draw through. I'm still looking here, side kick, I look down here, good stance, punch here, I look up or hear somebody coming, I look up, person's laying in front of me, do a forward roll, come up, ki here, pause for a second, come up here, ready stance, tension stance, and bow. Okay, so once you get half the kata done, you repeat the same thing the other side, add the forward roll to it, ki at the end, entire kata. I'll walk through it nice and easy, nice and slow, and I probably won't talk through it this time, just perform it for you. Nice and easy, nice and slow. Here. I want you to refer to the tape, go over and over till you can get the techniques down. I want you to add your own personality to it. A lot more energy, strong, powerful ki-eyes. Okay, work it for, like, if you're going for the world championship, this is your best form you've ever done. That kata was Shodan. Next kata we're going to work on is an intermediate kata. It's called Seiken. We blend some of the soft styles of martial arts in there as well. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get going. Tension stance, bow. Ready stance, Seiken. We're going to step back and tell like a real long forward stance, real deep. We call it praying mantis stance. We're going to do a pressing block here over the lead leg. Lead hand comes up here, kind of for show, like it's going to come with a knife hand. Palm up. Here, then I switch stance, come to the other side. Here, feet come together. I do a block, kind of like I'm blocking the sun coming in my eyes here. Boom. Somebody reaches around. I grab here, their arm, elbow strike, knife hand to the groin. I got their arm. I'm going to lean back a little bit, throw them over here. Boom. Throw the punch. I still got their arm. I'm going to stand up. Ki here. Knife hands going towards the back. I'll run that sequence again. So from a ready stance, Seiken. Step back. From the knife hands, I'm going to reach down. Okay, I'm going to try not to bend over. Reaching down here, throwing the dirt in their eyes. I'm going to take my thumbs like so, like I'm going to the eyes, rake the face. So from here, throw the dirt, thumb in the eyes, rake the face. I'm going to push away, knee, same time, knife hands. I'll do that facing the camera so you can see it. throw the dirt, thumbs, rake, push away, knife hands. I'll go through all that kata. We'll start back up there. Here, praying mantis, stepping back. Aya! Dirt, thumbs, rake, press, knife hands, change direction, knife hands. Somebody swinging a bow at my head, I duck. They're gonna take out my legs, jump up nice and high, forward stance, down block, double punch. Somebody's coming from the side. I'm gonna do a backhand strike as I bring my feet together. I'm gonna draw back with tension. Here, step in a forward stance, pivot, elbow strike, elbow strike. I don't want to punch myself, so making sure that my fist will go over my shoulder. Step back, inside block or middle block, double punch. So from here, we'll go from the jump and the duck. Just came back, duck, jump, down block, double punch. Gonna look to the rear, do the same sequence. Backhand strike, tension, elbows, back middle block, all right, punch, punch. Looking to the front, cross the hands, backhand strike, draw it in with tension, pivot, punch. I'm gonna take it back from the jump and the duck again. So from here, knife hand, elbow, elbow, block, double punch, same thing. Same thing here. Okay, now when I pivot, I punch, I'm gonna grab their shirt, 2 front kicks. Front kick, I'm gonna come down on my knee, winding up, with that punch. Pause for just a second, big ki, look to the side, gonna do a down block, double punch, then I'm gonna step back just a little bit. Feet will come together, so now when I step back, my toe and my heel should be on a straight line here. I do inside block, double punch, same thing other side, rising block, double punch. Then we go back to down block, stepping backwards just a little bit each time. Down block, double punch. So that sequence after the punch here, look. We're gonna do that backhand strike again, boom, with tension, draw it here. So punch, palm facing away in the back here, pointing almost like a 45-degree angle here. Punch about as high as the shoulder because I'm going down, hitting to the solar plexus. Rising sun, here, and bow. I'll walk through the whole kata nice and easy, nice and slow, so you can see it perform all the way through without talking. Here, Seiken. That was the 3rd kata in the series. That one is called Seiken. The next kata we're going to work on is an upper belt kata. It's called avoidance. Now as we go through the katas, I'm not going to refine everything, every little minute move. I want you to come to class and get that stuff down, and it's kind of building point for the other katas that we've already done. So we start out again. Avoidance. I'm going to set back almost like into a long cat stance. Hand's going to come up, palm up here. This one's going to be like a knife hand strike down. Cat stance here. I'm going to pivot my hips. Knife hand comes across. Hand's going to go in the chamber. Knife hand to the throat. I'm going to be moving forward. I'm going to punch here. As I punch, my heel's going to come down. Cat stance, almost all my weight's back here. I punch down this way. Other foot comes up. Step forward. Punch here. Sequence looks like this. Ready, stance? From here, we're gonna step back, cat stance here at the angle. Gonna look over the shoulder, I look, turn all the way around here, horse stance, wide stance, down block. I'm gonna step in front a little bit, step cross-legged stance, kakidachi. Gonna do side kick, back fist, reverse punch. Look towards the other angle, feet together, changing directions, rising block, punch, punch. And then I'm gonna look to this angle here. I'm gonna do a big spin, down block, knife hand block like so. Thumbs here, rake the face like we did in last kata. Thumbs, rake, so big wind up here, hit to the groin, grab, chop off, boom. I'm gonna go through that whole sequence again. So from here, first sequence, next sequence, to continue on from here, gonna look to the rear, down block, I'm gonna do forward stance, so it's gonna look like this. Down block, hand comes up, front kick, knife hand strike. So from that position, I turn, down block, punch, hand comes up in front, down block, punch, hands up in front, chest here. Front kick, knife hands. Change direction again, knife hands the other direction. Here, I'm gonna bring up just like in one of the other katas. Gi down, I'm gonna look through that little window, look to the side, hammer fist, other side, knife hand strikes here. Rising sun, that'll be a good breathing point, breaking point. Breathing out, pause for a second, need to. Look towards the angle, new cat stance. So let me go all the way through up until that point, nice and easy, nice and slow. Here, step back, cat stance, strike, punch, punch, cat stance, horse stance, step, step, kick, back fist, reverse punch, change direction, rising block, double punch, turn down block, knife hand block, thumbs, rake, wind up, key out here, down block punch, hand comes up center, kick, knife hands, power knife hands back, draw it up, looking, rising sun. Right. From here, I'm going to look to the side, cat stance, they come over, they jump in front of me, down block, forward stance, punch. I'm going to do a thrust and kick to the knee, boom, always rechamber when you're doing your kicks. I'm going to set down, okay, cupping the hands, popping the ears, grabbing the head, knee here, big wind up with the elbow, and let me do that sequence for you. So from here, cat stance, look, from here, let them die for a second, then watch them come praying mantis. Here, hands together. Again, I'm relaxing at this point, catching my breath a little bit. Coming to horse stance, spear hand, inside block, just like in gi down here, and also in seiken. So from here, I'll do that whole sequence once again up to that point. Cat stance. Spear hand. From here, rising sun. Breathing point. I'm looking both sides here. Come up. Hammer fist to the groin. Doing that long extended stance again. Praying mantis stance, pressing block. Hand comes out here. Coming through. Punch. Now, next part is just like in showdown. We're going to do a sequence here. Inside block, punch, punch. So all the way through from here. Rising sun. Boom. Now we're going to do a series of knife hand strikes, and it's pretty fast paced. I'm going to do slow to begin with. I step back, knife hands here, crossing knife hands. Instead of power, two hands crossing. Boom, look the other side. Here, step back, same move. So from here, where I just did the block, punch, punch, knife hands. Gonna go at the same angle. Hand comes up with his guard here. Front kick, I'm gonna step out here. Punching this way, still in a horse stance. Then I'm gonna draw back, kind of like we do in showdown. Here's something coming from behind. I look, side kick, set down forward stance, back fist, reverse punch. Here's something coming back,
I look over my shoulder, protecting my face, and then I'm gonna do a dragon tail. So I'm gonna come down, hands come down, pretty much almost close to this leg here. Now nice and low, sweep, come back up in your forward stance. Person you just sweep, took down, you're gonna punch down. Look up, then we're gonna jump over them like we did in Showdown. Okay, but I'm gonna go through the sequence again, a little bit slower. We'll take it all the way through. The punch here, Showdown, block, punch, punch, stepping back. Knife hand, kick, punch, draw back. Looking up from here, jumping over, dead guy. Punching here. I'm gonna back up just a little bit so you can see it real well. After I throw the punch, again, pause, let the person drop. Here, gonna look to the side. Okay, double strike here, coming, protecting solar plexus, knife hand, come back up, other way. Then I'm gonna step through that opening, cross-legged stance, side kick, back fist, reverse punch. So do it a little faster. Here, coming back, horse stance, X block low, X block high, open hand. This was closed hand, open hand. I'm grabbing. I'm gonna do a front kick, pulling them into me, set down forward stance. Hand comes, still grabbing the arm, hand comes over top, way over here. So I'm pulling the arm down, breaking it at the elbow, still hanging on, feet together, hand comes inside, pulling here, elbow strike here, reaches up, grab the head, let go of the arm, elbow strike here. Sequence will look like this. From here, we're gonna go back to the side, slight pause, key eye, look, knife hand low, stepping into it, knife hand to the throat, switching sides, cat stance, knife hand low, press and block, stepping back out, spear hand, pivot, inside block, palm facing away, up at a 45-degree angle, boom, key eye, rising sun, and bow. Okay, let's do the whole kata, nice and easy, nice and slow. Okay, I'm going to do it without talking, just performing, so you can watch each individual technique. And if you already got the kata down, just try to stay with me, nice and easy, nice and slow. Go from a ready stance, now it's a kata, avoidance, and go. Avoidance. The last kata that we're going to be working on is enemy invasion. Okay, this one starts from a kneeling position. So I'll go right into it. Knees come down, sitting back, hands come over. I can either send them back here, this way, okay, whatever you feel comfortable with. Everybody has their own little style. So from here, meditation, open my eyes, now it's a kata, invasion or enemy invasion. We'll start. From here, I'm doing a double block, kind of slow, step back, cat stance, bent wrist with the knee, knife hand strike. Turn to the angle, down block, half fist punch, finger strike, look to the other side, bent wrist block here. I'm gonna draw a crane stance with a back fist line up here. Set down, big spin, elbow strike here. Look to the front, turn it all the way around. Down block, double block here, grabbing, front kick, knife hands. Again, the whole sequence, real close, real fast, coming here. From here, change directions. Gonna do a jump front kick, forward roll, ki with the punch, hands come down, slap the mat, back kick here, push back up, knife hands. Draw it together, take a breath, spin hook, knife hands again, double hammer fist, in a forward stance, hands come up, front kick. We'll start all the way through that sequence again here, all the way from the beginning. Punch, punch. Going like that, going downstairs. Hands will be same line. Stepping down, low stance. Back up. Okay, now this next one I'm going to do in a couple angles. I do a down block, punch, punch, pressing block, pivot, spear hand, knife hand, forearm block, head level, rising block, fingers to the eyes, hook, bring it to the knee, push away. So if I was facing this way, I would end up down block, punch, punch, pressing block, spear hand, knife hand, pivot, fingers, push away. All right, take it from here, down block, punch, punch, pressing block, spear hand, knife hand, block, block, hook, push away. Big wind up, hammer fist, to the rear, step, rising block, punch, opposite angle, down block, punch, extend the stance here like a praying mantis stance, coming out just like in the other katas. Gonna step, kick, punch, look towards the rear, rising block, step forward with the punch, hand comes up and blocks. Okay, hand comes up in front of the chest just like so. Traditional Kempo. Front kick, knife hands, change direction, knife hands, spin, back fist, person drops, I step over him. Here, so let me do that again. Came knife hands, kick first, then punch, coming back, spear hand, double block here. I look to the rear, scan the area, going to the front, side kick, hands here, thumb into the chest, coming up here kind of like a ridge hand, boom, coming back, righty stance, that's the kata. Okay, let's do the kata all the way through, no stopping. Invasion.
invasion. All right, I hope those training katas help you learn and promote and get ready for your next belt level. Wrights Carolina Karate Center is Onslow County's #1 martial art training center. At Wrights Carolina Karate Center, our mission is to instill the systematic teaching of common values that cut across all ethnic, cultural, and religious lines. These values include respect, courtesy, honesty, integrity, courage, perseverance, and indomitable spirit. Utilizing the STAR in the Martial Arts program, students are encouraged to accept the consequences of their actions. Use the STAR, stop, think, act, review, decision-making model to solve problems and resolve conflicts. We develop and improve self-confidence, self-esteem, and positive attitude. Set and achieve realistic goals. A STAR award is given to every student that behaves at home, works up to his or her ability at school, and displays leadership qualities and a sincere effort to improve while attending classes at the Karate Center. The STAR in the Martial Arts program is a nationally recognized top 10 character education program in the country.
Mr. Right. Call him JR. Call him Jimbo. Possibly Sensei to be. Let's give him a hand.
A man decides after 70 years, that's what he goes there for, is to unlock the door. For those around him criticize and sleep. I see a fracture on my broken wall. I see you, my friend, and touch your face